Hey guys, welcome to another quick review. Well, just give me a bit. It may not be the quickest, but I'll get there. I'll get there. So we have ENCRE Noirse Sport from lalique. Now, the reason why I got this guy out now was I just dropped a video on La Selle de Issy from the house of Issy Miyake, and I love that one. I just got that yesterday, and I did a full wear. Surprise, surprise! It was so refreshing because it doesn't have the usual hyper citruses, the usual aquatics, the sweetness of fruit. It has its own take on a freshie. It just felt so nice, so natural for some reason. So when I did that, you should definitely watch that one. When I did that, I went back to put the bottle back in the fragrance cabinet, and I was going through a few things, and I saw this guy, and then I realized this one fits the bill as well. Encre Noir Sport from lalique has its own take on a freshie. Now, is it unique? Uh, well, not maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy. It's not something mind blowing or something. But sometimes the simplicity of these scents, it's so refreshing, to be honest. From the usual sweetness and these the overly synthetic notes that they have. Oh, excuse the cat. Yeah, she just doesn't care anymore. So coming back, so this one, opens up. It definitely has the citruses. It's again, they're not super effervescent or something like that. You have, this wonderful, like this green cypress note that comes in, and the cypress blends so well with the vetiver. Again, this vetiver is not the usual vetiver that you may be used to with if you are aware of the other Middle Eastern houses and all that. This vetiver is the easiest vetiver. If you're afraid of vetiver, or have never gotten into vetiver, you want an entry point or a gateway into vetiver, I say you can start from here. This is a very crisp, clean, single note kind of a vetiver that comes in, even though they do show, as per Fragrantica, if you go see, there are two types of vetiver, but anyway, who cares what vetiver? It's vetiver. You get a clean vetiver in this one. The vetiver is there, very clean, very dry, so refreshing, goes very well with the citruses. Of course, the citruses do wear off, like all citruses, the top notes they do go. But that cypress note for me, and the way it works with the vetiver, so you get this herbaceous and green, that very clean woody sort of mix going on between them. So that harmony between these two notes just makes it so clean. So if you are kind of tired, and summer's coming and you want something fresher, this is an EDT concentration, by the way, and you want a new take, you want something a little different. Very good. Absolutely a very good scent profile to consider this one. And first of all, let me also, before I go any further, I just want to admire this bottle. I mean, this is a wonderful bottle. Now, this is a tester, as you can see here, clearly says tester. I probably overpaid for the tester because now I find retail units selling at the same price for me here in my region, which is about $25. So $25, that's what I paid for the tester. Maybe I didn't shop around really well, but I could have got it. But it doesn't matter. It's the same bottle. It just says tester there. But just see the bottle. I mean, even the bottle's so nice. It just feels premium. It has like a wooden cap on it, uh, and even the lalique, the way it's written, it's all done very tastefully. Lalique really shows that the designer houses, uh, they don't necessarily have to be crazy expensive. These guys have done a wonderful job. The cap goes off. Let me do a couple of sprays so you can see the atomizer. See, it's a good atomizer. There's nothing to complain about. I mean, so fresh. It may not give you the best performance if you're after like a performance beast. It's not going to be a performance beast. Again, at $25, which is what you find normal Middle Eastern scent selling for, you got quality. You got a good brand, sitting there trying to put out the best work here. It's an EDT again. You can do a few sprays. Keep this with you. Just you can always refresh, the sprays later on. But this will really help, like reset your olfactory. You can say it just it's just refreshing. It doesn't have that sweetness. There's no fruity, cloy sweetness. hyper musks in it. Nothing like that. Very soothing, calming. Almost, I kind of feel like it's like aromatherapy, spa like. You get all these things in the head. It's all about the vetiver. It's a nice, clean vetiver, opens very easily. It gradually sends you into that vetiver note. It doesn't it's not in your face vetiver or something. It's not clawing or anything like that. Very nice. So that's why I just wanted to talk about this. Again, I think, anyone can pull this off. Yeah, as long as you don't mind non-sugary scents. This will be one of those things. I call them the sugar-free freshies. So this is another wonderful sugar-free freshie. Really helps you reset, because I know I've my collection, all the freshies I have just tend to be either like moderately sweet or insanely sweet. So there are very few which have just a tad bit of sweetness. It's almost like no one does it anymore. It's just not in fashion anymore, doing something without that sugary nuance. So anyway, that was just my quick review on Encre Noire Sport by Lalique. Definitely worth checking out. Just make sure you don't overpay for this one. Should be around the $25 mark, if that's going to be something that's your jam. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.